Where was I? I don't remember what I was saying. Hi! Again, starting because the first take I did didn't feel right at all. Anyway, so yeah, this video is supposed to be me talking about how you get the criminal background check or the police certificate of character and your notarized copy of your degree authenticated before you can send it over to Korea. So I'm going to be talking about getting the apostles, still don't know how to pronounce that word, as well as how you get them to Korea to either your recruiter or to EPIK or whoever you're applying to in Korea. So, at the moment with the COVID-19 pandemic, you can no longer walk into the DFA or the Department of Foreign Affairs, which is where you need to go to authenticate documents. I made the mistake of posting mine to the Cork office, but they had stopped receiving documents to the Cork office, so they had to reroute them to Dublin, which is why it took mine a little bit longer. So all you have to do is you have to post your police certificate of character and your notarized copy of your degree, along with a covering letter explaining what you're applying for, your name, your contact information, and basically how many documents there should be in that envelope to be authenticated, and you send it to the Dublin office, the Dublin DFA office. I'll put the link to the website down below just in case you're watching this and you don't know how to find that information. I'll put it down below. And they will contact you as soon as they get to yours. I mean, like I said, during the pandemic, I got the phone call and the guy on the phone was really sweet, and he told me that, you know, they were kind of going through everything, and mine was, I think it was in a queue of like 2 weeks or something. But as soon as I got that phone call, it was sent out to me within 3 days. So it was super fast when they actually get to your documents. It doesn't take that long at all to authenticate them. I don't have them here physically with me anymore. I seem kind of brain dead in this video, more than usual, because I was up at 6 this morning going up to Dublin to apply for my visa officially with the consulate, so I've already sent away my documents, but I did take photos to send to Adventure Teaching. There are some recruiters in Korea, or working with hagwons in Korea, who will ask for your documents first, just scanned copies of them, so that they can start recommending you to hagwons, in the hopes that because you have your documents already, the hagwons will be more lenient and will be willing to actually interview with you. So Adventure Teaching was one of the recruiters I got in contact with when EPIK rejected me for the 3rd time, and they wanted me to send them scans of everything that I got before they would even put me in contact with hagwons. So while I was working with another recruitment agency, I was also working with Adventure Teaching, and I was sending them all the updated information as the other recruiter got me interviews and stuff. So it kind of depends on what you prefer. If you prefer having everything done before you start applying for jobs like Adventure Teaching, you'll enjoy working with them. But if you prefer to get interviews done while you're getting your documents, you should go with another recruitment agency instead. So like I said, I don't actually have them, but I did take photos of them to send to Adventure Teaching, so they will be here somewhere. It's basically just a sticker and a stamp on the back of the document to explain that it's an authenticated document to be used for international use. That's all you need, that you're paying €40 per sticker on the back of these pieces of paper. It's kind of ridiculous. I think in other countries the apostille or the apostle, whatever, will be in the form of like an extra sheet of paper that you're meant to attach. It'll be stapled to your document, but here in Ireland it's a sticker that's stuck to the back of the page. So instead of just posting up like a 3-minute video and then another 3-minute video, I'm just going to condense these 2 parts because they're relatively easy together. The next thing you need to do is you need to mail your documents, post or mail your documents to Korea. So it doesn't matter if you're applying with EPIK or with a hagwon, you still need to get your documents to Korea so that they can send it to the visa office in Korea to have your documents checked over, to get your visa issuance number, and then you're able to go to your consulate, which is here in Dublin, to get the visa. My recruiter recommended that I use FedEx, but trying to figure out how to use the FedEx website here in Ireland is very confusing. It wasn't as straightforward as I imagine it to be in the US or in Korea. There, you've got to order the envelope or the packaging that you need from them first, I think, and then you have to wait for that to arrive, and then you have to fill in their details. And it was also going to cost €90 for 3-day international priority shipping, which I found bizarre. My recruiter also mentioned DHL. Those are the two companies. She said she would have preferred FedEx, but DHL is also somewhat reliable. Do not use DPD. Whatever you do, do not use DPD. DHL is your best friend. Some of the post offices here in Ireland actually use DHL as their international courier. So if you can get the zip code for the destination in Korea to work in at the post office, I highly recommend going in person, having the person at the post office help you with the process. I went to the post office in Thurles just because it was the closest one to me at the time, and I tried 3 times to get the zip code to work, and it would not work at all, and it was going to cost me €40 for the same 3-day international priority shipping, but because we couldn't get the zip code to work, I had to do it online instead, which was no big deal. DHL actually gives you an option to use your own packaging instead of having to, get one of their envelopes or parcels, whatever you want to call them. So I was able to just find a bubble wrap, that's the word. I was able to just find a standard bubble wrap envelope. I put a sheet of cardboard in there and I wrote fragile all over it. If you're going to do the process online with DHL, you fill in all the information on the website and you pay your money. You can either choose to bring it in personally to a DHL counter, or you can ask them to come and collect it from your house. I opted for them to come and collect it from the house. I thought it was much easier. So when the courier arrived, they always have to check what's inside the envelope just to make sure there's nothing illegal in there. You also have to write down the estimated value for how much everything was. So write down, the apostilles. The authenticated documents are worth €40 each. The police certificate character is just worth €40. Depending on how much you paid for your notarized copy of your degree, I paid €25 for mine. So mine was 25 and 40 was 65. And then the last thing you're supposed to send with those documents are passport photos. I added in €6 for the price of those passport photos. So they just have to clarify what's in the envelope, make sure it's nothing illegal, make sure it's what you've written down, declared. They also have a particular way of printing off the shipping sheets. So they send you a shipping label and an invoice. You need to have one of the shipping labels attached to the parcel, and then you need to have another copy of the shipping label, and you also need to have the invoice to give to the driver for some reason, I think. It'll say so in the email that they send you out to confirm that it's been booked and everything, and that he or she, courier, is going to arrive. But it was funny when the courier arrived out here to collect my documents, because, like I said, he has to check inside the envelope to make sure there's nothing illegal. So I didn't seal up the envelope yet, and when I went out to the courier van, I brought out one of those tape dispensers for him to use to seal it up when he was happy with it. And instead of using the tape dispenser, he pulled out the tape and then bit it with his teeth, and he saw my COVID expression, and he kind of realized that was the wrong move to do. So he got more tape and he broke it off properly off the dispenser and just kind of gave back the dispenser really slowly to me. It was disgusting. That was delivered within 3 days, which I was really happy with, actually. So once they get your documents over in Korea, they send them away and they will email you when you get your visa issuance number. And that's what I want to talk about in the next part of this playlist, which will either be linked up above or down below, or however you see it. Yes, I'm going to be wearing the same outfit. Yes, I'm going to have the same lackluster expression on my face. Yes. So, If you're planning on teaching with EPIK or with the hagwon in South Korea and you want to know how to get the documents as an Irish citizen, then subscribe to my channel so you can keep on top of the application process, what documents you need, how to get these documents, how to like shop around, get the best prices and things like that. Yeah, and if there are any questions from anybody, you can leave them in the comments. I can answer them as best I can. Thank you very much for watching.